Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Am I audible? Please confirm in the chat box. Am I audible? Okay, wonderful. Just give me a minute. We shall start. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. So, in this session, we will be continuing with the same class. The same topic, people, problems on trains, right? So, in the previous class, we were discussing problems on trains. So, we have solved some 11 problems, and then we still have a few more problems here. Let us finish these things today. Okay. So today we'll be completely done with the problems based on trains. Okay. So let us get started. So before that, a quick recap. So in the problems of the trains, what are the things that we should know from the beginning? So that we have discussed in the previous class. That is when the two objects, this is completely based on relative speed, right? When the two objects are moving in opposite direction, relative speed between them will be sum of their individual speeds, like this, what I have written. Suppose if they are traveling in the same direction, then the relative speed will be what? Difference of their individual speeds. And another important point is conversion. If you want to convert speed from kilometer per hour to meter per second, we'll multiply with 5 by 18. If you want to convert from meter per second to kilometer per hour, we'll multiply with 18 by 5. And then the remaining three important points. What are those? One is pictorial representation of a problem, and the second one is approach. Where do we start the problem from? We always start from what is finally asking in the question. In most of the questions, but not all. And finally, third one is units. So these are the important things that we should consider when we are dealing with the problems on train. And we have seen 7 different situations that we come across usually in problems on trains. And then we have also solved how many problems? 11 problems. Okay, so now let us continue with the 12th problem. So firstly, understanding the question is very important, guys. And then where to start? Approach. Pictorial representation we have to do while reading the question itself. A 180-meter long train, 180-meter long train, okay, with an average speed of 72 kilometer per hour, crosses a platform. It crosses a platform in 33 seconds. How many? 33 seconds. A man can cross the same platform. A man can cross the same platform in 4 minutes. What is the speed of the man? So we need a speed of the man. Let us consider speed of the man as SM. Okay. One more method. Yeah, I forgot. I'll give you guys. Don't worry. I'll give it in this class. Now, so let us continue with this. We have started this. I completely forgot about it. Don't worry. I will give you people. 180-meter long train moving at an average speed of 72 km per hour crosses a platform in 33 seconds. A man crosses the same platform in 4 minutes. What is the speed of the man? So there are once again two situation question here, right? There are two situations. Situation 1, situation 2. Now what do we want in the question? Speed of the man. Now you tell me, where should I start from? Situation 1 or situation 2? Anybody? Anyone? Where should we start from? What do we want in the question? Speed of the man. Man is available in which situation? We want speed of the man. Look, approach. Where do we start from? We always start from what do we want in the question? We want speed of the man. Now man is available in which situation? Is he available in the first situation? No. Is available only in the second situation. So we start from where? Only the second situation. Okay. Now second situation. What do we want? Speed of the man. We start with the speed formula. So we know speed is equal to distance by time taken. Now speed is what? In the second situation, speed is only speed of man. Can anybody tell me what should I write in the place of distance? Can couple of people turn on the mics, guys? So if you guys don't know how to turn on the mic, you just have to click on the hand symbol at the bottom of your screen. Can anybody tell me? Can anybody, couple of you, turn on the mic so that we can have more interaction? Okay, we have Chandana and anybody else? No one would like to turn on their mic? Okay, Bhavna, the same two people. Anybody else? Any new students today? Anyone? Any any students who can turn on the mic? Okay, we got Aishwarya, Kusuma. Boys, no one from the boys? No one from the boys? Why do you make my class look like a female version of mechanical engineering? Come on. Someone people, someone from the boys. Nobody? That's fine. Okay. Okay. Yes, now tell me. Now tell me, what do we consider the distance as here? Length of the platform. Distance is length of the platform. But do we have that? No. Let us consider it as LP. Now tell me, in both the situations, we have the same platform or the different platform? Same platform, right? So here also LP. So distance in the second situation is only length of the platform divided by time taken 4 minutes. Let us convert it into seconds. 4 minutes means what? 240 seconds. Now, if I want to calculate speed of the man, what are we missing here? What else do we need here?
Length of the platform.
Length of the platform. So is it available here? No. What do we do then? What should we do now? Anyone? Anyone?
From situation 1.
Good. Go to situation number 1. Situation 1. Let us go to situation 1. Now tell me, why are we coming to the situation 1?
Platform length is same.
To
find the
calculate length of the platform, right? So which formula should I start with? You want length. Length is available in which formula?
Distance.
Distance. So we'll start with distance formula. Distance equal to speed into time. Can anybody tell me what is the total distance I should consider in the first case? What is the distance?
180 plus length of
180 plus.
Good. Length of the train and the length of the platform. Good. Many people are showing interest now. Rajshekhar, I'm unable to give you the access, buddy. I don't know why. Yeah, I gave you now. You got it. So length of the platform and length of the train is the total distance. Guys, disturbance. Whose disturbance it is? 180 meter. Guys, someone is watching the TV. Someone is watching TV. Length of the train and length of the platform is the distance. Now, guys, who is that? Who is that? Who is that watching the TV? You can't watch the TV and attend the class, guys. That's wrong. That's wrong. Okay. Speed is only speed of the train 72 kilometer per hour. But we have to convert it into meter per second. Kilometer per hour to meter per second. How do we do? By multiplying with 5 by 18 meter per second. Into what is the time taken in the first situation? 33 seconds. Seconds cancel. 18 ones, 18 fours. So what do we get here? 180 meter plus length of the platform is equal to 4 into 5, 20. 20 into 3, 660 units left over meter. Manohar, how did you get meter per second there? You cannot get meter per second. 20 meter per second it is. Then what is the length of the platform? 660 minus 180 meters. So that should give us 480 meters. We got length of the platform. Now, at this step, we went here, we got it and bring it back and put it here. Then speed of the man is what? 480 meter divided by 240 seconds. Acha, you're giving the final answer, buddy. Perfect. What is the answer? 2 meter per second is the answer. Am I clear? Am I clear with this question, everybody? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Everyone? Everyone? Any doubt, any step here? Everybody, people watching in the YouTube, did you understand this? Please confirm in the chat box once. Please confirm in the chat box. Others in the app, please confirm in the chat box. Did you understand this problem? Or you want me to repeat
Sir,
any of
in
this?
YouTube,
Yeah.
your screen is not
Sorry?
clear, sir. In YouTube.
In
In
YouTube,
YouTube, your screen is
in
not
you,
clear, sir.
why it is not clear, I'll tell you. Listen. This is your YouTube screen. There will be 3 buttons here. If you click on this, you'll get a video quality, advanced. When you keep it in the auto, because of the internet, it will take 144 pixels. It is not visible. So you have to change this. You have to change this to at least 360 pixel. Either 360, 480 or 720. That is when it is clearly visible, guys. Understood?
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, buddy. Okay. Shall we move on to the next question? Shall we move on to the next question? In the app, respond, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Somebody requesting the mic. Rajshekhar. Yes, you got the mic, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let us continue with the 13th question. What do we have? A man sitting in a train is traveling at 70 km per hour, observes a man. There is a man sitting in a train, observes that a goods train traveling in opposite direction takes 6 seconds to pass him. If the goods train is 250-meter long, so find the speed of the goods train. The man's train is traveling at 70 km per hour. He's asking speed of that goods train. Let us call it as SG. That is what we need to find out. Now, we are done with representation. Next, solving. What do we want in the question? Speed of the goods train, SG. So we start with what formula? Speed. Speed is equal to distance by time taken. Which speed? Relative speed, because 2 moving objects. Now, opposite direction means the sum of the speeds. That is 70 km per hour plus SG.
Yes.
That is speed of the goods, because opposite direction, sum of the speeds. This is speed. Distance. Tell me, what should I consider the distance as in this problem? You tell me, anybody.
Length of the goods train.
Length of the goods train only, because the goods train is crossing the man. The goods train is not crossing the other train, it is crossing only the man. Okay? So, guys. Okay, I think it's from Rajshekhar. Now, distance is only length of the goods train, that is 250 meter, divided by time taken is how much? Time taken 6 seconds. Let us convert this meter per second to kilometer per hour by multiplying with 18 by 5. That becomes a kilometer per hour. Somebody asking this? Akshay. Yes, you got the mic, Akshay. Okay. Now, observe. Cancellation. 6 ones, 6 threes. 5 ones, 5 50s. What do I get? SG is equals to 50 into 3, 150 kilometer per hour, minus 70 comes to this side, 70 kilometer per hour. So what is the altogether speed now? 150 minus 70 should give us 80 kilometer per hour. That is the speed of the goods train. Do not look at the options. They are wrong. Answer is a kilometer per hour. Am I clear? Am I clear with this? Everybody.
Yes,
Did you
sir.
understand this? Everyone? Everyone else, please confirm. So how many of you are attending today's today is the first class for you? For how many of you people today is the first class? Say I. Say I if you are attending the first class. Akshay, anybody else? Samiksha, and then anybody else? Okay. Gautam, 3 people we have. Guys, what you have to do is Uh, yes, Khatir as well, Anupama. Okay, many people, guys. It will be slightly difficult for you because the basics are already done in the previous class. So after this, check in your app or in the YouTube channel. You'll get all the previous videos, whatever are happened. Okay, so please go through them. You'll understand them better. Okay, so even the technical video I have added people. Just in the videos, check out a technical training folder. You will get the technical video there. Now, coming to 14th question, what do we have? A man sitting in a train. Okay, I'll leave this question for you. Exactly the same question, but in the same direction. I'll leave it for you. Let us go to the 15th question. The length of the train and that of the platform are equal. So what do we understand here? There is a train and there is a platform and their lengths are equal. Let us call it as L. Length of the train and length of the platform both are equal. So let us take it as L. If with the speed of 108 kilometer per hour, so train is running at 108 kilometer per hour, crosses the platform in 40 seconds, then the length of the train is, he's asking length of the train. So length of the train or length of the platform, both are absolutely same in this question. We can calculate anything. Tell me which formula should I start with? Which formula should I start with?
Distance.
Distance, right? So let us start with distance formula. Distance is equal to speed into time. So can anybody tell me what is the total distance I should consider here?
L. L plus L.
L plus L, length of the train as well as length of the platform, together 2L. Speed of the train is 108 kilometer per hour. Convert it into meter per second by multiplying with 5 by 18 meter per second. Into time taken, he only gave us 40 seconds. So seconds cancel. 18 ones, 18 into 6. 2 ones, 2 threes. So L is equal to 3 into 5, 15, 15 into 4, 600 units left over meter. So 600 meter is my final answer. Pretty simple one. He's asking the length of the train. In this question, length of the train and length of the platform both are equal. So we start with distance formula, speed into time. The overall distance in this case is length of the train as well as length of the platform. So that is L plus L 2L. That is equal to speed into time. Now speed is 108 kilometer per hour. We convert it into meter per second. How do we do that? By multiplying with 5 by 18. Into time taken is 40 seconds. It is given in the question. So when we solve this, we'll get L value as 600. Pretty simple one. Okay. So now let us see a different type of problems. Now, so far, whatever the problems we have solved, these are completely based on the whatever the situations we have seen in the previous class. So now onwards, slightly different problems. It takes 12 hours for train A to travel certain distance. Train B, which runs 20 kilometers faster than train A, covers the distance in 5/7 of the time taken by train A. How fast does each train travel? Grammatical mistake, please excuse me. How fast does each train travel? Let us represent. It takes 12 hours for train A. Train A to travel certain distance. I don't know what is the distance. Let me put it as this. And it needs 12 hours. Now, train B, which runs 20 kilometers faster than train A. So there is another train. Train B, let us call it. It covers the distance in 5/7 of the time taken by train A. Time taken by train A is 12 hours. So it will take 5/7 of 12 hours. How fast does each train travel? How fast does each train travel? It means we have to calculate the speeds of the train, both the trains. So let us consider speed of the train as S. Can anybody tell me what should I write speed of the train B as? What should be the speed of train B as? Anyone?
S1 plus 20, sir.
S plus 20, because train B is 20 kilometers faster than train A. So train A traveling at S means it will be travel at S plus 20. Now he's asking speeds, but we cannot start with the speed formula here. We can't start with the speed. We can start it, but much easier is here. If you observe, distance traveled by both the trains in this case is equal. So we deal with a distance formula. How do we know that we should start with the distance formula? We need a speed value. We need speeds s and s plus 20. But according to the question, we know that both the trains traveling the same distance. It means we can equate their distance. So let us consider distance traveled by A and the distance traveled by B. And we know that they both are equal. And we know distance formula is speed into time. Train A, its speed is S. Time taken is a 12 hours. Speed into time. And this is equal to train B, speed is S plus 20. Time taken is 5/7 of 12 hours. Time taken is how much? Speed into time. Speed is S plus 20. Time is 5/7 of how much? 12 hours. We just have to equate them now. 12 cancel. The 7 comes this side. 7s is equal to 5s plus 5 into 20, 100. So we'll get a 2s is equal to 100. Then what will be the s value? 50 kilometer per hour. Then what will be the s plus 20 value? 70 kilometer per hour. As simple as this. If you can just understand both the trains are traveling the same distance, then we can equate the distance. So we can solve the question within a single step like this. Now this pictorial representation, people, while you are learning, it is important. But once you're perfect with problems based on the trains, guys, you don't need this representation at all. I'm writing this because you are at the beginner's level so that you understand it better. So once you become an expert, you don't need all these things. You can directly solve the problem. Just by reading the question, people, you should process the data while reading the question. Remember, a well understood question is half solved. So it means spend more time in reading the question. That is not a problem. It's okay, fine. Spend more time in reading and understanding the question. Okay, so just copy this. Give me a second. I'll be back in a minute, people. I'll be back in a minute. Just a minute. Okay, copy this. We shall continue. Well, I'm back. Are we done with this?
Yes,
Are we
sir.
done with this? Shall we continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll provide the entire PDF of this people solutions as well after today's class. Okay. Next question. What do we have? 17th one. Two trains A and B are 110 kilometers apart on a straight line. One train starts from A at 7 a.m. and travels towards B at 20 km per hour. Another train starts from B at 8 a.m. and travels towards A at speed of 25 km per hour. At what time will they meet? So let me show you the representation. There are two stations A and B. A and B. So one train starts from A. Let us call this train as train 1. This is a train 1. Starts at 7 a.m. at 20 km per hour. And train B train 2 starts from B at 8 a.m. at speed of 25 km per hour. Now we know that distance between them is 110 kilometers. So at what time will they meet? At what time will they meet is the question. Okay, Sangram says at 10 a.m. is the answer. Let us see. Now, guys, understand one point. Are both the trains leaving at same time? No. They are leaving at different times. A train 1 leaves at 7 a.m. whereas train 2 leaves at 8 a.m. So by the time of 8 o'clock, train 1 would have traveled this distance. It would have been somewhere here. At what time? At 8 a.m. It means in what is the speed? 20 kilometer per hour. 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. 1 hour, it would have covered 20 kilometers. So still, what is the distance between them? 90 kilometers. What is the distance between them? 90 kilometers. So at what time will they meet? Now, let us start. Time. Time is distance by speed. What is the leftover distance between them? 90 kilometer. Both are traveling in opposite direction. So what speed we have to take? A relative speed, since there are two moving objects. Opposite direction means sum of the speeds. What is the sum of the speeds? 20 plus 25, 45 kilometer per hour. Kilometer cancel. 90 by 45 is what? 2 hours. So we started at 8 a.m. for 90 kilometers. From 8 a.m. they need 2 hours, means what will be the answer? 10 a.m. What is my final answer? 10 a.m. Do you have the option? I think two options are there. Let us go with this one and let me change one of the options for you. 10 a.m. is the answer. I'm repeating this question one more time. Understand. There are two trains running in opposite direction. One starts at 7 a.m. Other starts at 8 a.m. So by the time second train starts at 8 a.m., first train would have already traveled for 1 hour. Its speed is 20 kilometer per hour. It means first 1 hour it would have already traveled 20 kilometers. The original distance between them is 110 kilometers. By 8 a.m., since the first train traveled 20 kilometers, so now the distance between them is 90 kilometers. Now we need the time taken by them to meet. So time is distance by speed. Since there are two moving objects, we take speed as a relative speed. So distance left over between them is a 90 kilometer from 8 a.m. From 8 a.m. distance left over between them is a 90 kilometers. Divided by speed. Relative speed, two moving objects, opposite direction, sum of the speed. So 45 kilometer per hour. Okay, so 90 by 45 kilometer per hour, that should give us a 2 hours. So we are counting from 8 a.m. From 8 a.m. 2 hours they need. It means at 10 a.m. they'll meet at 10 a.m. That's the right answer. Sangram, perfect answer, buddy. Everybody, did you understand this question? Everyone? Guys, did you understand this question? Okay, yes. Let us move on to the next question. A similar type of question, maybe a slight variation. A train starts from A at 4 p.m. and reaches B at 5 p.m. Well, other train starts from B at 4 p.m. and reaches A at 5:30 p.m. Two trains will cross each other at okay, a slightly different one, because here nothing is given, no speeds, no distance, nothing is given. Okay, so let me make you understand the question here first. So there are 2 points A and B. A and B. There are two trains traveling in opposite direction. Let us call them as train 1 and train 2. So this is train 1, starts at 4 p.m. and this is train 2, this also starts at 4 p.m. Okay. Now train 1 starts at 4 p.m. and reaches at 5 p.m. It will be here at 5 p.m. Means what is the time taken by it? 1 hour. It is taking 1 hour to cover the distance. Whereas the train 2 starts at 4 p.m. and reaches at 5:30 p.m. Okay. So what is the time taken by it? 1.5 hours.
Fine.
1.5 hours. Now the two trains will cross each other at what time? This is the question. Understand this carefully. We don't know the distance between them. We have to assume the distance, and you must know how to assume the distance here. I will help you with that. How to assume the distance? Observe carefully. Look, time ratio is given. Train 1 and train 2. Time ratio. So train 1 takes 1 hour. It will take 1.5 hours. If you don't want in the point, multiply both with a 2. What do we get? 2:3 is the time ratio. 2:3 is the time ratio. Can anybody tell me what will be the speed ratio?
3:2.
3:2, because we know that speed and time are inversely proportional
Inversely
to each other, right? Both are inversely proportional to each other. If the time ratio is 2:3, speed ratio as 3:2. Now consider distance as 3 kilometers. Here, unlike in the previous cases, we cannot consider distance as LCM. Why? I'll tell you. Now, speed ratio is 3:2 means let us consider train 1's speed as 3 km per hour, train 2 speed as the 2 km per hour. Train 1 reaches in 1 hour. It reaches in 1 hour. Its speed is 3 km per hour. Means distance also must be 3 kilometers. If its speed is 3 km per hour, only when the distance is 3 kilometers, it can cover in 1 hour. Are you understanding how we are assuming the distance? Everybody?
Yes.
Are you understanding that point, guys? Because we consider the speed of the train 1 as 3 km per hour. Now we know that it reaches from A to B in 1 hour. It means it can cover only 3 kilometers in 1 hour. So the distance between A and B must be 3 kilometers. If you apply for the train 2, it is traveling at 2 km per hour. For 3 kilometers, it will take 1.5 hours. Absolutely right according to the question. Now our assumptions are done. What do we want? Time taken by them to cross each other. Time is a distance by speed. Two speeds are relative speed. So we know the distance is a 3 kilometer. Speed, sum of the speeds, because both of them are moving in opposite direction. What is that? 3 plus 2, 5 kilometer per hour. Kilometer cancel, we'll get 3 by 5 hours. 3 by 5 hours. So what would I do? I'll convert it into minutes. 3 by 5 hours. To convert into minutes, I just have to multiply with 60. 5 ones, so 5 12s. 12 into 3, 36. 36 minutes. Now, they started at what time? Both of them started at 4 p.m. So they need 36 minutes to meet. Then at what time will they meet? What should be our answer here? Guys, answer. Anybody? I solved everything. I'm asking only the final part. 4:36 p.m. Because since from the beginning, from 4 p.m., they need 36 minutes to meet. So they started at 4 p.m. means obviously they will meet at 4:36. I'm repeating this one more time. We have time ratio 1:1.5. If you want to avoid that decimal, multiply the ratio with the 2. That becomes 2:3. If time ratio is 2:3, then the speed ratio will be 3:2, inverse of it. So let us assume speed of the first train as 3 km per hour and speed of the second train as 2 km per hour. Look, you can consider anything, people, speed. As long as they are in the ratio 3:2, you can consider anything. You can consider them as 30 and 20. You can consider them as 60 and 40. Anything is fine. If I consider the speeds as 30 km per hour and 20 km per hour, make sure your distance is 30 kilometers. Because the train one covers its distance in 1 hour. So whatever its speed is there, the speed itself should be the distance here. Am I clear, everybody? Did you understand this question? Everyone? Everyone, please confirm. Yes, you can solve, buddy. You can solve, Sangram. Without assuming also, you can solve it. I'll show you if you want. Look, why I'm assuming is it makes things easier. You can consider distance as x. You can consider distance as x, okay? If you consider this distance as x, observe this carefully. If you don't want to assume at all, how do we solve? Let me consider this as x, okay? Now, we know the time ratio is 2:3, then speed ratio is 3:2. Then let us consider speed of train 1 is equal to 3a and speed of train B is equal to 2a. Anything you can consider. Then what do we know? We know time 1 is how much? 1 hour. Time 2 is 1.5 hours. Okay. Now what else can I do? 1 second. What do we need? We need a time, right? Yeah. I cannot consider this. I have to take it as 3a itself. I have to consider it as 3a itself. Why? Distance is speed into time. Here also distance is speed into time. 3a into 1 is 3a. Here also distance is same thing. 2a into 1.5 will get it 3a. So this will be 3a. You need a time. Distance by speed. Distance is 3a divided by speed. Speed is what? 3a plus 2a, 5a. Again, you will get it, the same thing. So rather than taking the variable, just to make it easier, I'm considering the number. Am I clear, Sangram? Did you understand this? Yes? Okay. So let us not complicate with this. I'm removing this part. Okay. Let us continue with the 19th question. What do we have? A train leaves Madras at 5 a.m. and reaches Bangalore at 9 p.m. Another train leaves Bangalore at 7 a.m. and reaches Madras at 9 p.m. At what time do the trains cross each other? Exactly the same question. Exactly the same question. Observe. So we have Madras and Bangalore. This is Madras. And let me call this as Bangalore. Train A leaves at 5 a.m. and reaches Bangalore at 9 a.m. Means it takes 4 hours. Train B. Train B leaves Bangalore at 7 a.m. It leaves at 7 a.m. and reaches at 10:30 a.m. means 3.5 hours. Okay. At what time do they cross each other? Once again, A and B, two trains. We know the time ratio. Time ratio, it takes 4 hours and it takes 3.5 hours. If you want, you can multiply with the 2 so that we'll get whole number. 7 is to, sorry, 8 is to 7. This is time ratio. Then what will be the speed ratio? 7 is to 8. Let us consider the speeds as 7 km per hour and 8 km per hour. Can anybody tell me the distance now? Can anybody tell me the distance? Let us see who will tell. Anybody? No, Mega. No.
56.
No, you can't take 56. They are taking how many hours? Check out. Train A is taking how many hours? Don't look at the ratio. Look at the actual time. Train A takes how much time to reach Bangalore?
4 hours.
4 hours. It traveling at what speed? Speed of train A.
7 kilometers.
7. How do we calculate distance? Speed into 7. 7 into 4, 28 kilometers. Okay. So Manohar, Sangram, perfect. So distance is 28 kilometers. That's all. So now we need a time. Time is distance by speed. Time is distance by speed. So how do we calculate time? Distance by speed. What is the distance? 28 kilometer. Speed, sum of their speeds, 7 plus 8, 15 kilometer per hour. So we will get 28 by 15 hours. Convert it into minutes by multiplying with 16. Multiply with 60 so that hours become minutes. 15 ones, 15 fours. So 3 into 4, 12. This will be 112 minutes. Wait a second, guys. Wait a second. We can't do this. Hold on. I forgot the crucial point here. Are they both leaving at the same time, people? Are they both leaving at the same time or different times?
Different time.
Different times, right? So it means the train B leaves at 7 a.m. By the train A would have traveled for 2 hours. It left at 5 a.m. It left at 5 a.m. Okay. So it would have traveled obviously 2 hours. Tell me, how much distance will it cover? How much distance will it cover? Train A in 2 hours. 14. Perfect, Sangram. Because we consider train A speed as 7 km per hour. So in 2 hours, it will travel 14 kilometers. So what is the leftover distance? Only 14 kilometers. For this 14 kilometers, we have to calculate time. So what do we need? A time, distance by speed. Distance left over between them from 7 a.m. is 14 kilometer. Speed, relative speed, sum of the speeds opposite direction, 7 plus 8, 56. Sorry, 15 kilometer per hour. Kilometer cancel. This will be 14 by 15 hours. 15 goes to the numerator. Hours go to the numerator. Let us convert it into minutes by multiplying it with 60. So this will become minutes. 15 ones, 15 fours. So 14 fours, 56 minutes. So they need 56 minutes from 7 a.m. Means they will meet at what time? 7:56 a.m. Sangram, perfect answer. Okay, so because what is the difference between the previous question and this question? Absolutely same. Everything is same. Only thing is this time they left at, look at the previous problem, both of them left at same time, 4 p.m., 4 p.m. But this time they left at different times. Train A left at 5 a.m. Train B left at 7 a.m. So by 7 a.m. train A would have already traveled for 2 hours. We considered its speed as 7 km per hour. So in 2 hours, it would have already traveled 14 kilometers. Total distance itself is 28. So it already traveled 14 kilometers by 7 a.m. means remaining distance will be only 14. So we calculate the time taken by them for remaining 14 kilometers. We'll get 56 minutes as my answer. Okay. So in this question, the time to cross the train asked not to meet each other. Yeah. Look. Perfect. Yes, very good question. But whenever he doesn't mention the lengths of the train, consider them as 0. If he mentions, we have to consider them. I know why you asked this question, because here I shown you 2 different scenarios here. What is that? Where are they here? Yeah, to meet and to cross. To meet, we don't consider the length, but to cross, we have to consider the lengths, L1 and L2, lengths of the trains. But since the question itself did not give us the lengths of the trains, consider them as 0. Okay, consider lengths as negligible. Clear now? Clear now, everyone? Everyone? Did you understand this question?
Yes, sir.
Others? Okay, Abhishek, perfect answer. Arey yaar, I was not getting messages till now from YouTube. I thought you guys are not replying. There are so many messages. When I refreshed, I got it, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, let us see. 20th question. Last 2, let us finish them, people. The people who are joining now, you are pretty late, guys. We are left with only 2 problems today. 2 train starts from A and B and travel. Look, these questions are like why I'm taking these many questions here. Like if you see, we are from 17th onwards, all are similar questions because these questions are pretty famous, guys. These are many a times these kind of the questions are asked. So that is the reason, just to make you perfect, I took more questions of this kind. Okay. So, okay. One last question of that kind, and then 21st will be a different one. 2 trains start from station A and B and travel towards each other at speed 50 km per hour and 60 km per hour. Okay. A and B and travel towards each other. Okay. 2 stations. One is A and the other one is B. There are 2 trains. Let us call them as a train 1. And another one is a train 2. Both are traveling towards each other in opposite direction at the speeds of 50 km per hour and 60 km per hour. At the time of their meeting, the second train has traveled 120 kilometers more than the first train. The distance between A and B is. Achha. So we need to calculate distance traveled by A and B. Okay. Now guys, understand one thing. Can anybody tell me which factor is same here for both the trains? Which factor is the same for both the trains? Can anybody tell me? No, Sangram. They both are not traveling the same distance. Time, perfect Anirudh. The time is the same. Time is the same. Both are traveling for the same time. Okay. So you can go in two ways. Time travel, you can equate time travel by first train and time taken by the second train. Or you can use the distance as well. Distance as the distance traveled by train 2 is 120 more than train 1. You can go in both the ways. Okay. So let me deal with first time. What happens if I deal with the time? We know that time taken by train 1 is equal to time taken by train 2. Time is a distance by speed. So suppose guys, let us assume they meet here. They meet here. Train A, let us say it covers x distance. Then can anybody tell me what is the distance between, let us say the point is P where they met. A to P is x. Can anybody tell me what should I take for P to B? What should be the distance? P to B. X plus 20. Why? Because the second train is covering 20 kilometers more than first train, right? So time is distance by speed. Train 1, distance is x divided by speed is 50. Second one, distance is x plus 2 divided by speed is x plus 120. I'm sorry, x plus 120. Computer mistake. This is 120. If you solve this, you'll get the x value. So what do we get here? Let me directly remove 0, 0. We'll get 12x is equal to 5x plus 10. Okay. Did I do any mistake? This is x by 50. Perfect. X plus, not 2, it is x plus 120. I'm sorry. X plus 120. Okay, okay. So what do I get here? 12x is equal to 5x plus 600. 120 into 5. So what do we get here? 7x is equal to, am I right?
Sir.
Did I do any mistake here? Did I interchange the speed and the distance? Arey bhai,
X plus 120 divided by 60, sir.
60. Sorry, forgive me people. Forgive me, computer mistake. So 0, 0 cancel. What do we get? 6x is equal to 5x plus 1200. 5x plus 600. So what will be the x value? X value is 600. We got x value as 600. We know total distance is x plus 120. So that is 2x plus 120. 1 second. So this is 2x plus 120. We know x value is 600. That is 1200 plus 120. That will be 1320 must be my answer. 1320 kilometers. Sangram, perfect answer. 1320. Anybody any doubt here? Anybody any doubt here? Another way also I'll show you. Distance traveled by B is equal to distance traveled by A plus 120 kilometers. I can do it in this way as well. Now you see, distance traveled by A. Both of them traveled for the same time. So distance I can write it as speed into time. So speed into, let us say they traveled for T hours. Here, distance traveled by A is what? 50 into T plus 120. So when I send this that side, we'll get 10T is equal to 120. Then T is equal to 12 hours. You need a total distance. Total distance is equal to speed into time. Since both of them are moving in opposite direction, relative speed is SR. Relative speed. Okay, speed is relative speed. So opposite direction, sum of the speeds will be 110. 60 plus 50 kilometer per hour. Into time taken is 12 hours. 12 cancel. 110 into 11 into 12 is 132. 1 extra 0. 1320 kilometers. Even in this way, we'll get the same answer. I'm repeating. What am I doing here? Distance traveled by B is 20 kilometers more than distance traveled by A. I mean, second train. I'm sorry, D1 and D2. distance traveled by second train is 120 kilometers more than distance traveled by first train. So D2 is equal to D1 plus 120. So what do we want? D2. Speed into time. Its speed is 60. Let us assume they traveled for T hours. And D1. Its speed is 50 km per hour. It also traveled for T hours. Plus 120 kilometers. When we do that, we'll get T is equal to 12 hours. So both of them traveled for 12 hours. Then what is the total distance traveled? Relative speed into time. Relative speed is 110 kilometer because both are moving in opposite direction, sum of the speeds. Into time taken is 12 hours. So 110 into 12, you'll get exactly 1320 kilometers. People, you can use whichever method you want. Anyone, any doubt in the question? Anybody, any doubt in the question?
No, sir.
Anybody? Did you understand this question? Did you understand this question, everyone? Please confirm in the chat box. Others? Okay. Perfect. Good. So let us continue, guys. I can see few people who comes very regularly. One is Chandana, Abhishek, Kusuma, and who else are regular? Aishwarya comes, Yash comes every day. Manohar, I'm seeing you from past 2-3 days. Others, I don't know whether you're regular or not, people, because unless you chat with us, we do not know. We get to know. Yeah, Bhavana is a regular. Unless you chat with us, we can't get to know whether you're regular or not. So that's why replying in the chat box is very important, people. Okay. So now, 21st question. What do we have here? One last one. A railway passenger counts the telegraph posts on the line as he passes them. If they are 50 meters apart and the speed of train is 48 km per hour, how many posts will he pass in a minute? What is it telling? He starts counting the telegraph posts on a line. Let us say this is the line. Now there are telegraph posts here. Like this, let us say each is 150, each is 50 meters away from each other. Every pole is 50 meters away from each other. Now if the train is traveling at 48 km per hour, how many posts will he pass in a minute? How many posts will he pass in a minute? Can anybody tell me? What should I calculate first here? Think. Tell me what can I calculate in the first case here? Anybody? Anyone? Distance divided by 50 is perfect, Sumuk. Very good. We just have to calculate total distance traveled by 50 because each pole is 50 meters away from the other pole. So, but further, what do we need to calculate? Distance first, right? A distance. Abhishek and Yesh, perfect. Distance. We know distance is speed into time. Speed is how much? 48 km per hour converted into meter per second by multiplying with 5 by 18 meter per second. Time taken 1 minute means I'll write it as 60 seconds. Seconds cancel. 6 ones, 6 threes. 3 ones, 3 16s. 16 fives, 80 ones. 1 second. This is 6 tens, right? 800 meter is the what we are getting is 800 meter. Okay. So number of posts is equal to total 800 meter divided by 50 because they each are 50 meters apart. So what do we get? 16. So 16 posts is a wrong answer. It is wrong answer. Sangram, tell me why 17. Tell me why 17. 17 is the right answer but not 16. Perfect answer it is. Exactly, Sangram. Look at this first post, guys. This is the tricky part in this question. First post, he will see it at 0th second. He will see it at 0th second. Right? After that, every 50 meters, he will be getting 1 pole. So first pole is at the very beginning, that is at the 0th second. So he is counting from here. When you do the total distance, you're counting only this much. Okay, yeah, only you can consider this as well, but this is at the 0th second. So altogether 800 by 50, that is 16 posts plus 1 post at the beginning, that is the first post. So altogether he will find how many posts? So 17 posts is my final answer. Am I clear with this question? Am I clear with this question? Everybody, everyone.
Sir, explain it once more.
Yeah, I'm repeating. Who is that? Bhavana or Chandana?
Chandana.
Chandana. Listen, Chandana. Look, every post is there after 50 meters, right?
Yes, sir.
First, we need to calculate what is the distance traveled by the train in that 1 minute. Distance is speed into time, 48 kilometer per hour. Conversion, meter per second, by multiplying with 5 by 18. Time in 1 minute means 60 seconds. We got 800 meter. In 1 minute, he will travel 800 meters. Okay. Now, forget about it. Suppose if he travels only 100 meters, how many posts will be there in 100 meters?
3.
Exactly. But when I do 100 by 50, every pole is 50 meters from the other pole. If you do 100 by 50, you'll get how many? Only 2 poles. Why? We are not counting the first one there. Suppose now he's traveling 800 meter divided by 50, you'll get 16. Still the first pole will be missing here.
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason 16 plus 1, 17. Did you understand now, everybody? Understood the logic here? Everybody else, please confirm in the chat box. Did you understand this? The logic, why we are adding 1. Right? Okay, people. Okay. So that's the end of problems on trains. I hope you guys are comfortable with this. The people who are attending the first day today, please go through the previous videos of time, speed and distance, people. Now, still we have to deal with the boats and streams that we will finish off tomorrow, people. I will not be spending more time on the boats and streams, guys. One class will finish off with the boats and streams. Okay, and then we'll deal with the new concept, that is permutation and a combination after this. So I'm picking up only the complicated topics for you, and which comes very often in the exams, people. Okay, so like you can deal with simple topics like profit and loss, percentages and all, right? But the complicated ones, I'm picking up the complicated ones so that you will get edge over the other people. So most of the people, if they fail, where do they fail? They fail in permutation and combination, probability, time, speed and distance, and time and work. That's where they fail. So this is where you have to gain the more marks, guys. Right? Probability after PNC buddy. After permutation and combination, we'll be dealing with probability. Okay. Probability might go for 2 or 3 days. Look, for TCS Ninja, might not be able to cover the entire syllabus, but WIPRO NLTH people, I'll make sure we will cover at least 80% of the syllabus. Stick with me till the end of the entire aptitude. Now, after that, if you follow every single class of mine, people, and if you practice them accordingly, trust me, whatever be the level of the company, people, placement paper, you will never feel it as difficult for you. That is my assurance. Now, like people who are attending the classes since from the beginning, you will be knowing that. So where do we start? From the basics. We understand the complete concept, and then we solve variety of the questions, right? So Stick with me till the end. I will make sure, even if you try to attempt AIMCAT and e-litmus, guys, you can easily crack them. But make sure, stick with me till the end. Am I clear, everybody? Will you attend every day? Will you be regular? Confirm in the chat box,
Yes, sir.
everybody. Everyone else? So stick with me. Just stick with me till the end, guys. I will make sure, whatever be the level of the paper, you can crack it. You can crack it. Okay. So technical, we might not be able to provide more classes, guys. We might not be able to provide more classes because technical, I have to pay the trainers outside. Okay. So that is the reason I might not be able to provide. But what is necessary for your interviews, that I will provide. But yes, there is another offer for you guys. Which will be providing, most probably it might take another 1 month or 1.5 months. So I will be starting Python program. I will be starting Python program, entire core Python notes, entire core Python, more than 100 hours of classes. It will be free for whoever are attending regularly. Complete Python program. If you guys stick with me till the end, I will provide entire core Python free for you guys. Okay. So I will personally take up that. Once I finish this aptitude part, I will give you Python, not just the programming people, since from the beginning, only the core Python, but not the advanced ones. When we will start that? Most probably in the month of, this is September, right? October, mid-October or somewhere we can start Python programming as well. Okay. So even if you do not know anything in the programming, do not worry about it. It's my responsibility to make sure you understand each and everything. But only one thing, guys, I will not entertain everybody in that Python programming classes. I will entertain only those students who are very regular, who will stick with me till the end. Look, the simple reason, the only thing, the biggest happiness for me is when you attend any interview, when you crack it, and when you get back to me and you tell me, right, Varma, we cracked this TCS or WIPRO or any other company. If you just come and inform me that, yes, your classes were useful for me and I cracked with the help of them this particular interview, that will be the happiest moment for me. So for that, I'm ready to provide the training till whatever be the extent. And of course, yes, as I told you on the very first day, this is no charity, people. I have my own selfishness here for providing all the free classes. Even I'm new here in the YouTube and in the online part, I'm completely new. Yes, for offline, no. I have an experience of training in more than 120 colleges across India, guys. But for online, I'm new. So I want you guys to help me to reach other people. And I will help you to reach your goal. So the benefit should be mutual. So do not consider it as I'm doing it as any help for you or anything like that, people. Okay, don't think it like that. Don't think it like that. So here, everything is mutual. Okay. Yes, Sumuk, I will be taking the Python. I will be taking Python. Any doubt? Any doubts? Anything to ask? Anything to ask?
No,
Anybody? No?
no, sir.
Anyone in the chat box? Chat box. So next time, what I expect is from your juniors, all I expect from you is tell them the so and so people in the online who provides the training. Just tell them the quality, the way as it is. If you like it, tell it it's good. If you don't like it, tell them it's fine. Look at some other place. That's fine. But give the genuine feedback, people. So that's all for the day from my side. Okay. What about data structures? Abhishek, still I'm looking for it, buddy. I did not get the proper trainer yet. So once I get, look, getting that trainer, guys. Okay. Getting the trainer, I can get a trainer for the data structures. That's not a big thing. But one thing is, I don't want to compromise on the quality. Now you have seen 3 trainers of us. 3 trainers. You have seen my class. You have seen BMS technical training. You have seen Harish verbal training. Anywhere did you see the lack of quality anywhere? No. So whenever I find only such trainers, I will give it people. Another thing is, every trainer will not have the technology what we'll be having using in the classroom. So that is another issue. That is the reason still I'm unable to find for that. Okay. Abhishek, I don't have complete knowledge about it, buddy. If you can just text me in the WhatsApp, I'll look into it. Okay. 11th question, alternate method. Arey yaar, wo ek bhul gaya na main. 1 second, I will see. I have one question, but I'll ask tomorrow. Yes, it's okay. You can ask me now, not a problem. You can ask me, Yesh, whatever it is. Kya tha bhai, 11th question. It trained speeds past a pole in 10 seconds and speeds past a platform in 260 meters. Long in 30 seconds. Find the length of the train. 1 second. Let me think about it. What was that? Yesterday I got some other method, guys, while I was dealing with it, but I completely forgot now. Let me check. What is the method? One second. What I didn't understand, Yashas. What is SS? Is there any aptitude classes for banking exams? And my juniors are asking. Yes, Kusuma, banking classes, aptitude classes are there for banking, but it will be only in Kannada, buddy. Banking classes will be doing only in Kannada. But engineering placements, I will be doing in English. Yes, if they want, look, batch codes are available. Batch codes are available in the home page itself for banking classes. Just please check out Kusuma. Okay, so let me just look into it. 1 second. So its length is 260 meter. Here it is taking 10 seconds. Here it is taking 20 seconds. So it is only taking 20 seconds here. What did I do? I did something, guys. Just a second. Screenshot. Acha. It's okay. Yash. You can send it me. You can send it to me in the WhatsApp. If you guys have any doubts, you can reach out to us in the WhatsApp, people. Just a second. Let me get back to you, people. I got some thought yesterday. I think I forgot about it. What exactly it is? If it crosses my mind again, I will try to solve the same question in the tomorrow's class. Okay. I'm not getting it now. Yesterday I was solving. I got something else, but maybe I forgot now. I think it's okay. I will try to get. If I get it back, I'll give you in the next class. Okay. So any doubts, guys? Anybody? Any doubts? Anybody so far? Shall we end the class here? Shall we end today's class? People who are watching in the YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And please don't forget to like the video if you like the class, guys. Okay. So, but I'm not in the WhatsApp group. Yes, I'm not. Yes, there is no WhatsApp group. Yes, you can send it personally to me, or you can post it in the Telegram channel. That will be fine. Okay. So others, if possible, please do visit our YouTube channel and subscribe, and there will be many other content what you want in our YouTube. There are two YouTube channels. Okay. So one is a Learn Online, other one is Engineering Choice. Okay. So that's all from my side, people. Thank you so much. I'll see you at same time tomorrow evening. And tomorrow at 7:30, there will be a verbal session. Okay. So don't miss the class, people. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful night ahead. Good night.